So Cher, can you kind of explain to us how your nonprofit has contributed to the community?
Yes, the Garden Club contributes monetarily and also through service projects. For monetary contribution, we give to the Missouri City Green, East Fort Bend's Human Needs Ministry. We have given to Master Gardeners and Monarch Gateway. And then the Brookwood community, we're very fond of them. We help them with not just monetary, but also with service projects. Okay. And we do all calls for volunteers, and we help coordinate service projects in the community and outside the community.
Okay. And what about you, Buddy? How has your nonprofit contributed to the community?
Much the same way. First, we give a home, I guess you'd say, monthly home via meeting and a luncheon at a city facility, Parks and Rec. So for seniors, it's a place to go. 70 plus members. We've given to Meals on Wheels, Fort Bend Ministries, the shelter right there on Cartwright, Alzheimer's, Friends of the Library, mostly money contributions as well as time. Our members run a plethora of activities that are scattered throughout the community.
Cher, just, you know, I'm a newbie to the community, and I'm trying to learn more, and I'm sure there's other people out there too that's trying to learn more. Can you just, for the viewers of Missouri City and you too, Buddy, just talk a little bit about, you know, what do you all do, and you know, how is your organization framed up, and what is the good work y'all doing?
The Quail Valley Garden Club has been in existence for almost 50 years.
Okay.
And I personally have been involved probably the last 3.
Okay.
And I'll give it my personal testimony. When I first went to the meeting at the Quail Valley Garden Club, I was absolutely impressed with the quality of the speakers and the education. I had no idea what to expect, but it was a friendly atmosphere. You know, garden people don't foo-foo up. I mean, they just look like your neighbor next door. So it was a relaxed environment, and when the speaker got up to speak, it was just unbelievable the knowledge base that was there. And every month they have we have meetings, and each speaker was different. Each one brought something to the table, and I'm a newbie, and I thought they were going to talk over my head, but you over time you do learn and you do absorb. And then the Garden Club also was so active in the community. I didn't know about that either. For those of us in Missouri City, they know Ridgeview Park. We have a member who heads that team up, and they partnered with the city. Yeah. I think it was last year they put in doggy stations, and the Garden Club maintains those, but the city put them in. This year, I think there's hope for and goals for putting in doggy watering stations. We take care of the entrance to Ridgeview Park. It's beautiful. I don't know if you've had a chance to get out there yet. You're new. I would suggest you go look. It's fabulous. We also work in the tea garden. We do all the seasonal color. You guys maintain it, but we'll put it in, and we have the suggestions. Recently, we replaced trees on Murphy Road, 1092. That was a large monetary contribution. Also, we did tree selection. So we're active in the community. Plus, like Brookwood, we do all that kind of thing. We do drives for Toys for Tots, and again, the Women's Center. We're looking, we look for bedding and toiletries once a year for that.
That's awesome.
So we get involved and try to get the community involved.
Now, I understand you guys also do things outside of just the neighborhood as well.
What are
some examples?
Well, we are associated, because we're a gardening club, we're associated with other, like Master Gardeners. They have projects. Our members often get involved in their projects. We also invite them to get involved in ours. Brookwood is special to us. We have garden therapy days where we'll take our people out there for the day and do certain projects that they need. But we've been around for 50 years, so we're well associated with other horticulture type of organizations. So yeah, we are active.
So Buddy, can you share with not only myself, but the other viewers out there who are new to the community, just trying to learn what it is y'all do and the impact y'all have?
Yeah, most of our programs are contributions. are to existing programs. We're big on Meals on Wheels. We're big on Fort Bend Ministries, Friends of the Library, Alzheimer's. Our people give monetarily as well as their time, basically. And that's our contribution to the community, pretty much.
So Shara, how has the pandemic affected your organization?
Well, up until now, it really hadn't, because we just started our meetings, or we will start our meetings in September. So we thought we were going to be able to offer an option for physical meetings and for Zoom, but that's not going to be possible, so we're going to have to Zoom it. And we're working on that now. So for our speaker, that won't really impact her, but you know, maybe this will be a positive thing, because we could probably record it and put it on our website for those people who couldn't make the meeting. So maybe there's a silver lining.
Interesting. What about you, Buddy? You're with AARP, so how has
Yeah.
that affected?
It's pretty much done as in. We had a great partnership with the city, using their Parks and Rec facility for our meetings. Since the governor shut that basically down, we can't meet. We're a large group, so forth. Everything else is shut down. So while our newsletter continues, while we're trying now virtual meetings, our activities as a group, as a body, have ceased. You can't go and take 30 people to the foodies and that sort of thing. So we're pretty much shut down. We have a newsletter, like I said. We phone each other. We have some attempts at Zoom meetings. But for right now, we're kind of in a pause period.
So is there anything from your organization has seen that the city can do to help with that, with the inconvenience of not being able to meet, or anything like that we could assist? Or any creative ideas that?
I think from a meeting perspective, you know, because of the limitation on the group, that's not going to work. We're 60 plus strong
Sure.
with our membership, so that's going to be out of that comfort range. Our projects, though, are ongoing, as long as, you know, we're adhering to all the protocols, wearing masks. We're gardeners, we wear gloves anyway. But so our activities are not going to be that impacted, not like it is with Buddy. We're outdoors, we're in our gardens, we're pretty safe, and we're in the parks. We're maybe, you know, trying to keep the park nice, because that's what people feel safe doing right now. So for us, we're going to continue on. I mean, our meetings, yes, like Buddy, we're going to be doing our Zoom thing, so we'll see how that goes.
So, but anything from AARP that they may?
We could use the help possibly of your AV department. Your experts
But
with Zoom and so
absolutely,
forth.
so that is something
Yeah.
that, with another conversation we had, they asked if we could come out and film some activities that they had going on. That would be helpful to put that out to the community, so,
Okay.
yeah.
And you're welcome, you know, with anything that we do, absolutely welcome to come out.
Go play in the dirt.
Yeah.
So if y'all can get that information over to Stacy, and of course
Happy to
with
do that.
availability, we would be more than happy to come out. If you want any of the staff there or any of the leadership there, just let us know, and if their schedule's available, we'll get them out.
Well, you know, Otis and I were talking the other day, and we talked about some of the things that we are partnering with the city on, and
Right.
and he said, well, is there something else we can do?
Right.
One of the things was scholarships.
Right.
And first of all, Mr. Otis has asked me if he could make a contribution to for $1,000, and I really had to think about that.
Right.
Yes.
Yes.
Very excited about that. But also our young award recipients. I was in a dilemma to think, because once they get the award, the money is sent to their respective schools or whatever, and that's it. It just kind of stops. And I didn't want it to stop for them there. I wanted something more for them.
Right.
And I think it was Stacy, or maybe perhaps it was you, who said you have a youth leadership program,
Right.
and perhaps they could be a speaker
Right.
or something like that. And I love that idea, because you have a young person who has worked very hard. Okay, we give these scholarships not because they're cute, but they are cute, but not because they're cute, but because they
really work
oh yes, and
hard.
you know, there's very much an application process. It's very screened, and And for another young person to see a successful young man or young woman
Right.
who has been rewarded for their hard work, you know, that goes such a long way. And I'm so excited about that, you know, incorporating those two together.
Yeah, one of the things that we've been talking about internally, particularly as we get out, not just talk to the philanthropist community, but also to just businesses
Yeah.
and homeowners and residents, is the need to have a youth program inside City Hall. One of the things I've done historically is always had a leadership youth program,
that's
where
fabulous.
we would have someone come and, you know, be a city manager for the day.
And we used to do that several years ago. When I actually worked for the city, we used to have where people would come and shadow different
Yeah.
departments. So over the recent years, we did stop doing it, but we used to do that. So I think that would be absolutely an awesome.
Yeah, so we're going to reconstitute that, and that could be a great way for us to help. It's all about inspiring people and kids to be.
Is it not?
Great.
Is it not? And for a young person to be the example, lead the example, I just thought that was great. And Garden Club is so thrilled every year, you know, to be able to give scholarships.
Yeah.
And that team works very hard screening all these applications. I think it's a wonderful thing. But to be able for that young person to stand up and be seen
Yes.
for their hard work.
Sure, absolutely.
And are
Well,
you
you-
aware of the CDBG program where we give out scholarships?
No.
Yeah, we give out scholarships every year through that program.
Yeah, we
So
go through a process.
Yeah, I can see we have a lot of things, you know, as looking on your website, we have a lot of things that are very common. The beautification program, we talked about the yard of the month. These people work hard, you know, to get that award, and now the city's going to partner with us and give a beautification
Sure.
recognition certificate. That's huge. Somebody is going to come out. Somebody cute is going to come out from the city and take a picture and help us with getting that press out. It's a recognition that we hope is coveted and hope is, you know, precious to people.
Well, also too, is discussions like this that help the members of the community be aware of what it is everyone is doing. Particularly now, when COVID, people are, you know, kind of sticking home and working at home. And so get an
Very
opportunity,
limited.
and very limited, get an opportunity to really see. But no, I'm excited. I committed you guys. I would give a personal check. I invite others to do the same, and also to your efforts. I think is outstanding efforts of the community. You know, I just think it's anytime you can be of service and be a part of doing something that's bigger than you, it's a good thing.
It's nice when the community supports the effort and then the organization can support the community. It works all hand in hand
Sure.
if everybody's got a like mind, you know?
So what potential resources do you guys offer to the community? So if someone's watching this and they see the Garden Club, they see AARP, what potential resources? Are there volunteer opportunities that they could call and say, hey, I would like to volunteer? Anything else you might want to share that?
I think any program that the Garden Club does is open to anybody to participate. For
Okay.
example, when we do our Drive for Toys for Tots, if they have a toy they want to drop off, we organize that. We're organizing it any way we want the community, you know, absolutely. For the Women's Center, we do the bed linens and the toiletries. We're putting out a press release you'll see where we're saying if you want to help out at Brookwood and you want to plant some poinsettias, come on, give us a call. We'll slot you in. We're you know, there's time available. So anything like that, you know, they're always welcome to do. We always welcome them to join the club, become a member. Honestly, the education process is fabulous. I remember last year, I had no idea that we were in the migration path for the birds. I had no idea. You know, everybody talks about planting a butterfly garden, and I'm going, well, I really don't like those flowers. You don't realize the importance of that.
I only know because one of the staff members is a lover of birds.
Right.
And I got a whole education on
Oh,
that.
Who would know, right? Who would know? I mean, and bees, you know, I mean, really, you know, who would know that because there's a shortage, that's a problem for me. It's supposed to be a problem.
Right.
You learn a lot. You really learn a lot. And so we also, anything that we do, you know, we invite the community to come in and listen, you know, participate in the meeting, come join us, help us with service projects, go out to the park, help us keep that pretty, you know, and our plant sale, is going to be huge this year. That is the one thing that we did during the COVID thing, and we thought, you know, we had the best year ever. So, you know, you don't know. And of course, we are outdoors. We're garden. We're, you know, we got, the, you know, a safe activity, a safe environment. So we have probably more to work with than most nonprofit organizations do.
What about your organization, Becky?
Well, first I'd like to say that AARP is not only for people who are 50 or old. We actually enjoy young.
See, that's good
And
information.
we would like to extend an invitation, although you two are probably too young. Not only
No,
to
actually, I'm
join,
there now, buddy. I gotta go get me a card.
not only to join,
Years. I got a few years.
but to come and speak, especially with our new city manager, to our October, November, December
Love it.
meeting.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think Kelly Mott is
Yeah, so you
possibly
got your
talking
comment right,
about
that's
that.
great.
So, yeah, that's where we're at, like I said, as far as,
And I'm excited, I should say, buddy, I'm excited too to fill out my application, you know, the Big 50 Act.
There
I'm
you
ready
go.
to fill that out.
So if someone wanted to come volunteer, do they have to be a member? They can come just volunteer with you. If they wanted to sit in through any meetings?
if they
are
wanted to
able
come to lunch, they'd have to join.
Okay, okay.
Because we ask them to contribute, it's a member-made lunch.
Okay.
But, yeah, no, we would welcome volunteers, any work projects. Like I said, we get out there, you gotta realize these are older folks for the most part. And so while we walk for Alzheimer's and so forth, there are volunteer opportunities, work-type opportunities.
Right.
We have helped out at corporate ministries where we load the carts and stuff like that. But the primary meeting is once a month with a speaker, education, entertainment type of thing for older adults, basically. So that's where that's at.
So the city offers partnerships to nonprofits. What type of interest would your organizations have in having a partnership, and how would that look for you?
Define partnership.
So basically, the city could partner with you to do a project. I know you mentioned earlier while we were talking kind of offline with the poinsettias and that type of thing, the city could come in and partner with the organization to do that. So, but we're always open to dialogue from the nonprofits or the businesses on how we can utilize those partnerships better. So,
For us, helping us promote that opportunity is the biggest thing, because I think, you know, it's funny how people don't always volunteer, but if you ask, they're happy to do it. So the ask becomes the promo.
so we could possibly market your events for
Yes.
you and ask for volunteers on our TV, on our MCTV or in our newsletter or something like that. Absolutely.
And you have a bi-weekly newsletter, is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
That's
And-
awesome.
And that's what we talked about, is that could be a
That's
great
awesome.
venue too.
Yeah. So what about for AARP? Would advertising opportunities be something that you guys would be interested in, or is there another partnership opportunity that you think would be more beneficial?
I think announcing the meetings, a lot of people don't know. They say, well, I belong to AARP. No, they don't. They belong to the national organization. Everybody gets that name magazine. But they don't know that
Everybody wants the 10% discounts, right?
they don't know that there's a very active organization here in town that
Right.
meets at their facility.
Right.
So we can partnership in that respect. Also, you have a lot of good things going on with the city, different departments doing good things. So we're always, as other organizations are, looking for speakers. So we would welcome them to come and talk to us about.
Absolutely.
Be careful about asking us to,
Yeah.
because obviously.
You're in it.
So that would be another area.
We would talk for hours on end, so.
Well, you know, one of the things that's come up too is a lot of dialogue in the community around mental health, particularly with COVID. And are you guys at AARP doing anything about discussions around mental health? You know, I know from a gardening sense, there's been a lot of studies about, you know, gardening, a way of getting out and helping people kind of.
Yeah, we are really in a better position than just about any other organization,
Yeah.
because we're all about the outdoors and, like you say, playing in the dirt.
Yeah, planning.
So,
Right. But I don't know,
Yeah.
do you know, buddy, if there's
I meant
anything?
that in a positive.
I know you did. I took it positive.
I like to play in the dirt. That's my answer.
Yeah, we're fortunate that we are, and our activities are out, you know, a lot of them outside. You know, Arbor Day. I'm excited though to go back to my organization and tell them, you know, to think about ways, because there's an opportunity here. And so they need to have, these team leaders and our committee chairs need to have an opportunity to sit down and think, wow, you know, what can I do now? This is a resource they haven't had on the table. So, or didn't know they had on the table. So I'm excited to go back and share that with them. And we'll see, you know, Arbor Day is something that I know that we could lift up.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, absolutely, and that's been a challenge to really, I guess, put that out to the community. When I talk to people, I always say, you know, there's partnership opportunities, and I get that a lot. We had no idea. So it seems like the people who do know, they continue to come back.
Yeah,
you know,
they're not telling anybody.
They're not telling anybody.
Yeah.
So, but you know, I've always been trying, you know, my value system is to be fair and just allow everyone to participate. It's everyone's tax dollars. So how can we get more people involved, you know, in the partnership opportunities with the city? So absolutely, if you can go back and share and have them share with other
Happy to do that.
organizations.
Very excited to do
Yes.
that, really.
And on top of that too, I mean, the county is doing a great deal of work around mental health. It's work that we've done too. On our show, we're going to actually show some contact information for people and for viewers who may be interested in getting help. It's been you know, when I talk to my police chief, you know, what I get is, you know, right now, you know, domestic conversations are happening a lot.
Everybody's got that.
Everybody's at home. So, you know, the people, you know, it's just a time, and I just urge everybody to, where we can, to make sure we're helping and encouraging people to seek help when they need it.
So is there anything else that you would like to share about your organization or to the community when this airs? One, I would like for each one of y'all to share your contact information. So if someone wants to reach out, your email, name, who they would reach out to, if there's a phone number you want to share. But anything else you would like to add with that?
Our website is probably the best place to go for information about upcoming events and who we are and what we do. So, and that's just www.quailvalleygardenclub.org. Very simple. That is the best way, and you could say, you know, somebody contact you, and we will.
And do they have to live in Missouri City, or?
No, but we're you know, they're going to go where it's logistically
Yes.
favorable for them. So, and Missouri City's big enough that, you know, we've got a lot of different neighborhoods and communities. But anybody is welcome. I remember, wasn't last year, it was the year before last, we had our backyard tour. Now that's pretty infamous for us. The backyard tour is something that's a super great event, and that is one of our most infamous events. It's a fabulous, fabulous event. You see beautiful backyards. It showcases our community and our city the way we all, you know, want to be seen. And people come from all over for that. Absolutely, we had 2 years ago, we had somebody like from the Katy area that came, and it was just amazing to me. I didn't even know we advertised it out there. But this is a fabulous event. It's a great event, and yes, it does attract people from outside the local area.
And what about you, Buddy? Any contact information, website you want to share with the public?
Yeah, I'd like first to enumerate real quick, like programs that AARP has for older people, where if you were to call our office, which is down on Shepherd Street, and I'll give you that number in a minute, we have assistance people as well as publications on tax assistance, driver safety, fraud and identity theft, job search, caretaking, social security, health care, travel, purchase discounts, and so forth. Those are just some of the programs that AARP sponsors. Our downtown office, which happens to be on Shepherd Street, the number there is 832-325-2228. We don't have a website yet for our chapter, but anyone who's interested in knowing more about AARP can contact me, Buddy Snyder, at 713-859-5920, or they could email me at buddysnyder2002@yahoo.com.
All right, thank you. Well, thank you for coming out today. We really sincerely appreciate it. If you know other organizations who would like to come in and we could spotlight, send them to us. Or if you'd like to come back and talk about a special program that you have going on later on, please reach out to our marketing and our communication staff and let them know, and we'll get you back on the calendar.
That's awesome. Thank you so
You're
much.
Thank you for the
welcome.
invitation.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you.